Shalom, this is the brother Ba. You're back here once again. Before I get started, like always, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. When you look at society today, and these men and women that call themselves adults, you can clearly see that they're nothing but children that have been brought up and trained in the wrong ways. All right, they think being just because they pay their bills on time and they go to work and clock in and work 9 to 5, that makes them a man or that makes them a woman. And really, they're just rebellious children. And as you observe society today, and you just look at these people, how they conduct themselves in this daily life, all right? Because I like to observe, these people in the world, and you see them when they're on the road driving with road rage. You see them when they're at the job acting a fool. You see them when they're out on the weekends acting crazy. And they're just children that have been left to themselves. And, it gives you the understanding of why the Lord told us, lest you be born again, you cannot enter into the kingdom. Because the way that you have been trained up in this world is totally contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? And you come against us, all right, the prophets, that you come against the Hebrew Israelites and say that we're wrong and that we're hateful and this, that, and the third. But your way has no answers. And the answers that it does have leads to death, leads to lies, leads to corruption. All right? Everything that you've been taught here is based on a lie. All right. Majority of the things that you've learned throughout your childhood is based on deceit. All right. And it's not based upon truth. You can start with what? Christianity. All right. How many of you people that come against us stopped and asked yourself, what is Christianity? Who created Christianity? Why is the word Christianity not even in the scriptures? All right. The original scrolls that the prophets wrote. All right. Why don't you question, all right, the doctrine of Christianity? All right. Why don't you really go into it? You just accepted it. All right. Something that you was trained up in. Okay. Why don't you question why Monday is Monday and Tuesday is Tuesday and Wednesday is Wednesday? Why are these days named after Roman gods and these months based off of Roman gods? All right. And these holidays that you still worship today, based off of ancient pagan customs, all right, and pagan deities. Why don't you question these things? You've been trained up in the wrong way. That you're nothing but children left to themselves, man, all right? And that's why the Lord told us that. Matter of fact, let me get that. What is that in the book of John? John, the third chapter. This is John, the third chapter, verse 3, straight to the point. It says, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, you have to be born again. And you can't see the kingdom unless you're born again. So you being born in a society that was conquered, all right, and built up, right, for your enemy, conquered by your enemy and built up for your enemy, because this system that you live under, you're right, all across the world, is based off of Edomite supremacy. All right, this democracy bullshit, the banking system, all right, the militaries that goes throughout these countries, all right, making them subservient, all right, and changing their governments. Esau, the so-called white man, goes throughout the earth with his military doing these things. All right, the religion he gave you, the education and the school system that he gave you, did he really teach you real education? Or did he teach you how to be obedient to his system that he set up? All right? Teaching you all this extra stuff that doesn't benefit you in life, how the Lord wants you to be and conduct yourself. All right? You haven't been trained up in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Why do you think women think that they're equal to men? Because they've been trained up in that way. Of course, they're not going to leave the ways that they've been trained up in their whole life. Why do you think the scriptures say you can't put new wine in old bottles? And then you got somebody 60 years old, 70 years old, right, 50 years old. They looking at you like, how the hell you going to teach me and I've been living way longer than you? right? But they don't realize you've just been living in lies longer, right? If you've been living for 50 years old, 60 years old, 40 years old, however, and you ain't been woken up to the truth, you ain't been born again, you've lived longer, but you just lived longer in lies. You got to be born again. The child must be trained up in the proper way, right? Verse 4 says, Nicodemus saith unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter into the second time into his mother's womb and be born? Yahushua answered, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit, right? And what is the Spirit? What is the Spirit? Let's get that. Let's stay in John. Let's get what is that? The 6th chapter. This is John chapter 6, verse 63. It says, it is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. Right? It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. Right? The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the words in the scriptures, that's the Spirit. All right? That's the Holy Spirit. That's the comforter. These words that the Lord has given us through these scrolls that's been passed down throughout generations, right? Not a shabada, screaming with your head shaking, talking about you speaking in tongues. That ain't the Holy Spirit, all right? The word is the Spirit, man. Being cleansed with the word, all right? He said, unless you be born again with water and by the Spirit, right? And it's a spiritual bath, a highly spiritual bath that you're taking. Let's prove that in the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 26. It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, right? So you wash yourself, you cleanse yourself daily by the word, by these scriptures, by the true doctrine, by the true word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? So if you're not doing these things, you're nothing but a rebellious child that's been left to himself, that's hard-headed, that think he knows the right way, or she thinks she knows the right way. And the way that you're falling leads you straight to destruction, right? Even with it being effeminate, right? You got a very soft society in this world. All right. The scriptures tell you that an effeminate man, which when you go into that word effeminate, it means soft to touch. It says no effeminate shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Why men are so effeminate now? Well, look what the hell you've been grown up on. Fucking Disney, Mickey Mouse, right? Lion King, dumb shit, man. Folly. And that's another thing. Folly is esteemed highly here, man. All right? Things that don't matter is esteemed very highly. Why? Because you've been brought up, you've been trained to make importance out of these things. Oh, what's going on with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian? Oh, what's Nicki Minaj's latest hairdo? Right? Oh, what Brad Pitt up to? Okay? What's going on with these celebrities? Or what's going on with this? Oh, sports. Ain't nothing wrong watching sports, but you people in the world take it too goddamn far. You become obsessed with folly, man. Stuff that doesn't benefit you in the life to come, because contrary to popular belief, we don't live just once. That YOLO spirit. YOLO, you only die once. The spirit does not die. The flesh dies, right? The spirit goes back to the creator and is put in another vessel. Right now you're living in the age of Edom. The Edomites are ruling, the so-called white people, all right? That's why you have something called the European Union. That's why you have something called NATO. That's why you have this banking system that has enslaved majority of the earth, that's been set up by the nation of Edom. Because Job tells you that the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9:24. So if the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, what ways have you been taught? You've been taught the ways of the wicked, man. Why is porn such a big thing in the world? In the kingdom, you ain't going to be able to go to no goddamn Pornhub.com or X videos or whatever the fuck these people be going to, right? You ain't going to be able to indulge in all these wicked lusts, or a woman sleeping with a woman, man with a man, threesomes, men having threesomes, right? All type of shit. The swinger lifestyle, you sleep with my wife, I sleep with your wife, all type of madness. You've been trained up in the wrong ways to think these things are not a big thing, but the Lord is gonna put a lot of you to death for these things, right? Oh, verse 6, it says, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the spirit is spirit. Marvel that I said unto thee, ye must marvel not that I said unto thee, ye must be born again. And you understand that. You gotta be born again, man. All right? You guys have been trained up in the wrong way. So for you to come to us and tell us that we're wrong when you haven't even began to question the things that you've been taught here. All right? Your whole existence is based off of the way of the Edomites, man. From the food you eat, right, to the day the day you call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You didn't name these days. Who the fuck said it's a 6-day work, a 6-day week, and you work 5 days out of the week and you get a little weekend? Where's that in the scriptures, man? Who made that up for you with the Roman Gregorian calendar? These ways are the ways of another nation, man. That's why you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, you're called to come up out of that way. And you got to be born again. You can't fight against us. The scriptures say, have I become thy enemy because I tell you the truth? Have we become your enemy because we tell you the truth? You got to wake up, and you don't want to come out of that way. You want to stay a rebellious child, right? You want to stay in the ways that you've been trained up in. That's why the scriptures say, train up a child in the way that he should go, and he should not depart from it. Well, Esau understood this. You get a child's mind young, and they ain't going to depart from these wicked ways. All right? That's why they want to get your kids indoctrinated with this whole alphabet movement. When a man can change his sex, a woman can change his sex, and you can be whatever the hell you want to be. Get the minds young of these children, train them up in wickedness, man. And they won't depart from their wickedness unless the Lord has mercy upon them and intervenes and does like he did with us and allowed us to be washed and cleansed from this filth, man. Touching on y'all being rebellious, man, let me get Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and let's start at verse 15. It says, the rod and reproof give wisdom. All right, hey, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thy rod and reproof giveth wisdom. What does the rod represent? Correction. You get wisdom by correction. You people don't like being corrected. And you don't like being reproved. You don't like reproof. All right? If you don't reprove or correct your child when they go off, what the hell you think they're going to do? Continue to go off on that way. All right? If you show them, if you give them two paths and say, look, this path right here is the straight and narrow. This is what leads to salvation. It's a tough road. All right? Not many are willing to go down that road, but it leads you to saving your soul. Right? But they want to follow the wide, easy path that everybody goes down. But at the end of that road, it leads to destruction. It's the cliff that you fall off of, right? Which road would you rather take? At the end, you want to save your soul, right? But you don't want correction. You don't want reproof. So a lot of y'all don't have wisdom because it just said the rod and reproof give wisdom. So y'all don't have wisdom because y'all ain't being corrected. CNN is false. Fox News is false. BET is folly. Black entertainment television. Being black. Even just being black. To the point we tell the world that we're Hebrew Israelites and they still got a stigma of black on us. The black Hebrew Israelites. There's no such thing as black people. There's no such thing as white people. The Lord gave every nation a nationality. Why don't we deal with nationalities no more? If the Lord gave everybody a biblical nationality, shouldn't that be taught in the school systems? If the Bible is the law of the land, shouldn't that be taught in the school systems, your biblical nationality? Not black, white, and all this other bullshit that's been made up by the enemy once again. You have to be corrected. You have to be born again. You got to learn the right way. You haven't been trained right. It says, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressive increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. And all of you so-called adults out here, right, have been multiplied in your wickedness, and transgression have increased. It's a whole bunch of New Order puppet babies that's been taught in the ways of Edom, wickedness, and transgression has increased. That's why you see the whole alphabet movement. That's why you see women ruling over men. That's why you see rebellious children against their parents. You see nothing but out of order wickedness, right? Because people that haven't been trained up in the right way has increased. has been multiplied. So sin is going to increase. But it says the righteous shall see their fall. We're going to see your destruction. We're going to see what happens to a rebellious child when they don't want to receive correction. Right? So let me read verse 17. It says, correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul. And we've decided to receive correction because we understood when the Spirit hit us that we've been taught the wrong way. We've been trained up in the wrong way. All right? So, hey, I just wanted to make a video touching on that because, you know, you go out into the world, whatever your daily duties you do in this life, and you observe these people out here, and you just look at them and say that these people that you see in the grocery store shopping for groceries, right? Just like, we got 2 days of fucking snow coming, and the people are already buying up all the goddamn water and like what? These people they have no fucking wisdom. All right, the world ain't gonna end by no goddamn snow, man. Okay, but these people they don't want to be corrected, but then they want to do everything to try to save their wicked ass life, and they don't even know what the hell going on, man. You know, it's just these people are lost out here, man. Completely lost. When the Lord really brings judgment on this earth, ain't nothing gonna be able to save you wicked people from your judgment, man. I don't give a damn what you do. The angel of death is gonna knock at your door and take you, man. So, I just wanted to make this lesson. To the next time I say shalom.